Hey my wonderful sweet baby, so today we're going to be talking about Vedo pretty much embarrassing his wife and saying that he wanted her to be his baby mama before he could make her his wife. So if you guys are unaware, pretty much Vedo went to this radio station, which looks as if, young Jock is one of the hosts. And on that radio station, he actually stated that he wanted his wife that he's been pretty much with in a relationship for 13 years to be his baby mama before he made her his wife. Now, of course, he didn't express it this way, but Vedo was pretty much dating his longtime girlfriend for 13 years, and then eventually decided after 13 years of them being together that he finally wanted to wife her. He then made matters even more worse by continuously talking, and he stated that he felt like once he knew that she was going to be a great mother, then he would eventually make her a wife. And he had stated that because of the simple fact that, a lot of the times, you can get a woman that is not that great of a wife, and then he feels as if she wouldn't have made a great mother. And then, that's when the female host was like, wow, really? And then on top of that, that's when young Jock actually corrected him and was like, well, sometimes you get it to be vice versa. Some people can be great wives, but terrible mothers. Like, they were pretty much just trying to get him to understand perspectives from every different angle. But he, double, tripled down on what he said, and he stated that he thinks that the way that he handled it was a great way. And then after getting dragged by, everybody on social media, he decided to come forth and express again the same things that he was saying before to try to get people to understand where he was coming from. He then stated in this, live or whatever he was doing that he wanted to be a father or AKA a baby daddy before he even was a husband. And then, pretty much these aren't his words, but these are pretty much what he's saying is that he equally wanted his girlfriend to be a baby mama before he wanted her to be a wife. So here's my thoughts. I don't really know what Vedo was saying, but I honestly do not agree with what he was saying at all. Honestly and truly, I think that when he made this video, it made things 1,000 times worse. Because even without him saying what he was saying, it just shows that he was okay with making his longtime girlfriend a baby mama before he made her his wife. And regardless of what he is saying, it honestly seems like he truly didn't really want to be with her in the first place. Because in all honesty, if you really love someone, it shouldn't take you this long to know that these is the directions that you want to go in. Instead, he decided that he would make her life worse before he could make it get to any point of being, better. I've actually heard that there's a study out there that the longer that you wait to get into a marriage with someone, and if you've been long time dating and then eventually decided to get married, those marriages actually fail faster than marriages that, right off the gate, people get married. And I 100% think it's true because the thing is, marriage is a completely different ball game. And once you wait for that long period of time to give that person that you've long time been dating that respect and that title, it just a whole nother thing ends up happening. My whole thing is to Vedo is that what happens if you would have found out that she was also not a good mother and you've already made her a mother and she wasn't even considerably your wife? Would you then have just left the relationship and left her to be a single mother? So then she would have just had to take care of you guys' child all by herself, right? While you pretty much were able to go on tour and, live the life of a musician, while she had to pretty much double, triple down on being an actual mother. And then on top of that, having that feeling of, well, I'm a single mother on top of this because, my baby daddy is out here living his best life, chasing his dreams and goals while I, pretty much be this single mom. I just feel like when you're a wife, it's a little bit more security within the relationship. And on top of that, it's all cohesive. Like your kids have the last name, your wife has the last name as you. So it's all very cohesive. I honestly and truly feel like what he didn't want to say was, he had no other options left. So he decided after 13 years of not being able to find anyone else that seemed to be of greater status, he decided to marry his longtime girlfriend and baby mama. It's just, of course, phrasing it that way, people would have definitely dragged him, and he probably would be single right now. But at the end of the day, if embarrassing his wife and, pretty much longtime girlfriend and baby mother is pretty much something that is okay in his household and she's 100% okay with that, and she's 100% okay with, being his last and final option, then, kudos to them and their relationship. But I feel like at the end of the day, we all know what is really tea. But that's my opinion. What's yours?